Hello, this first launch that I ever done, content creation phenom. Uh, let's see. Yeah. Now that I haven't, and now that I'm a newbie at YouTube Live, let's go ahead and I'll look at my notes here. And like the description said, I wanted to talk about the good points and the bad points of my initial launch, which was content curation phenom on the Warrior Plus platform. So I'll just go ahead and run down the list. Overall, I thought that the launch and the whole process was very joyful. You know, joyful is kind of a silly word, but I had fun. Fun is a real simple word. I had fun and I enjoyed meeting people. I enjoyed um, the whole process of creating content curation phenom. I even enjoyed editing the videos. Uh, I enjoyed doing the PDF, everything. I enjoyed learning the whole process from the beginning to the end. I enjoyed it and had fun with it in one form or another. Now, that's not to say that there weren't some cons or some downsides or disappointments along the way, and I'll point those out, thus pros and cons. So, uh, that was the first thing. Overall, fun and joyful learning experience. Uh, Second thing, and these are in no particular order, but the second thing was I really like getting PayPal notifications when someone buys my product. I like the special little ding on my cell phone that I've got set up when somebody buys that product. That really, really uh, is like some kind of who was it? I can't remember the scientist, but that did the dog experiment. When they heard a noise, their mouth started salivating. So to me, that's about the same thing. Whenever I heard that notification, I knew that there was money in the bank and there was money being made by the affiliates. You know that, and that's something else that makes me feel good. Is not only am I creating a product to educate the end user, but I'm making a product that rewards me as well as affiliates when I decide to launch and use affiliate support. So that's something else. I'm helping someone else earn money just by giving them something to sell. Uh, Number three was similar to something that I mentioned in number one, just enjoying creating the product. I didn't mention it that I enjoyed creating the bonuses. There were a lot of bonuses that I either created or did research for and provided links. So I really enjoyed creating the bonuses. I felt like that added value to the main product and the upsells and the funnel as a whole. So I enjoyed that as well. Uh, Positive responses. I got a lot of positive responses from some of the affiliates. Uh, my good buddy, uh, whom I consider my good buddy, Cam Fats, uh, who helped me along the way. He did quite a bit as far as answering questions. He was a little modest uh, uh, on a post that he did on Facebook. He's helped me tremendously, and I'll never be able to repay that. I don't suppose. Hopefully I will in one way or the other. But I just want to let everybody know that he was my main supporter. He was the one that was most honest with me. He answered questions for me that no one else could have or probably would have volunteered to answer for me. He was a rock, uh, and he knows the business in and out. And he's very competitive and very helpful. Uh, so a lot of that competitiveness rubbed off on me and helped me make the decision to make a headline change right on the sales page during the middle of the launch. and he calls that a spare tire. Uh, Spare tire meaning either using a whole new sales page or making modifications to your sales page during the launch. So that was one of the techniques or uh, strategies that I used that I believe may have helped with conversions. And as far as Cam, also, he supported me heavily as an affiliate. He was number one uh, as far as affiliates go. And I believe Miss Tiffany Ray Lambert was second, and on down the list, Gary Baker and Chris Molo. And there was a fifth person. I'm sorry, I can't remember, but much respect to everybody, especially Cam Fats. Uh, Not to take away from the others that I named, but especially Cam Fats because he helped me behind the scenes as well. Uh, so I like the positive responses. I like the sense of accomplishment that I got. So the sense of accomplishment was just creating something out of nothing, and that's borrowing Cam's words as well. You know, he mentioned on a post that I created something out of nothing. You know, and along with that, just the accomplishment of taking action. Uh, I believe in his email that Cam sent out, he mentioned something about uh, talking to me in midsummer and then getting in touch with me the beginning of this year, and I hadn't done anything. Well, that's correct. I sat on my hands and didn't do anything. But finally, I took action, and that felt really good. That felt amazing. And I want that feeling again. It's almost like a drug to me now. I want to have that feeling again. uh, Hardly no support tickets even got a compliment from a support ticket. There was very little, maybe three or four support tickets out of 55 or 56 products sold for Content Curation Phenom. And they were basically technical questions. And one was the plugin that I use, WP Download Express, uh, evidently had a glitch or something momentarily or something. I have no idea, but the customer said that she clicked on the button and there was an error. But then 30 minutes later, she clicked on the button and it worked. So unless it was something to do with WordPress or my database or something like that, I have no idea unless it was Download Express. I'm not sure. Otherwise, everything went 100% smooth with Download Express, as far as I'm aware of, as of right before this video, because I checked. uh, you know, Worked flawlessly, evidently, because I have no support tickets other than just that one. And maybe it was on her end. I'm not sure. I'm not a programmer. I'm not a developer, so I don't know. But anyway, every other person that bought, you know, was good to go with the getting access to their bonuses and program. With the exception of one person did bring to my attention that I believe is download button for bonus number three uh, gave an error. Now, and I know that was my fault because something happened with my MediaFire account, and I corrected that as soon as I could. Got back in touch with her, and she thanked me and uh, said that it really appeared as though I cared about my customers, and she thanked me for getting back in touch with her. And that's true. That's one of my main goals is keeping the customers happy, whether it be my first line customer or a customer that I obtained through an affiliate. That's my goal because that's common sense. It's taking care of the customers. So they'll buy from you again. And you want them to know, like, and trust, which is the common phrase in internet marketing. Uh, I got a few new group members that I have to welcome into the group. I haven't done it officially, but I will welcome them and right after I post the link to this video and let them know how much they're appreciated. It increased my list, which you know, launching is a form of not only selling products and making money, but it's a form of lead generation. Uh, can be expensive as you're paying out 50% of the sales to the affiliates, but it's well worth it. And you don't have to worry about paid traffic because that's done uh, via the commissions paid to the affiliates. You don't have to worry about wasting money because the money's only paid when a sale is made. Now you may waste traffic, but that's where you have to learn how to make adjustments, use exit pop-ups, which I didn't do and I will do on the next launch, uh, and any other methods that you can think of that's strategically uh, pertinent. Uh, need to set up systems to help me with the next one. So what I mean with setting up systems, I've set up several systems uh, because of this first launch to help me with the next launch and the next and the next and the next. So the systems, including Trello, uh, Google Sheets, Google Docs, so on and so forth like that. I've got systems set up that I can react quicker, uh, and the product creation and the launch process will flow tremendously quicker, which will allow me to focus on other things better, such as JV recruitment. Uh, I achieved number 5 on the marketplace for products. I believe it's what's called marketplace. I was number 5. Um, I forget what day that was, but I was number 5. And within, I believe, 12 hours, I dropped completely off because other products and vendors kicked me right off. They outsold me. So, and one of the pros, I liked posting the launch announcements in the launch groups, believe it or not. I don't know why I enjoy that, but I just loved creating a graphic or graphics and posting them in the launch groups. I got some support in there as well. And uh, that's the way that I got a lot of my affiliates, uh, was them seeing the pics and the description in the Facebook launch groups. Now, some of the cons, uh, I've got wrote down. I wish I would have done better. You know, I don't know what else I could have done. Uh, you know, I felt like the sales page was a pretty good sales page. I thought that it converted really well with warm traffic, such as Cam Fats um, and Miss Tiffany Ray Lambert's. Uh, you know, I just felt like if the traffic was warm, the sales page was converting somewhere between 13 and 18%. And I felt really good about that. Another, so I wish I could have done better. And I feel like maybe when you're doing affiliate, I mean, launching and you're relying on affiliate, traffic, you're sort of, I mean, you're not totally helpless, but you're not 100% in control. You can do things like I mentioned before, using Cam's spare tire method, using a totally different sales page, or changing, the headline, or changing colors of the sales page, get a different design going, but keep the primary design intact, but add different graphics, so on and so forth. But I think you have uh, less control. I feel after this experience, I realize I have less control than what I thought I would have, depending on what kind of traffic is sent to the sales page. If it's cold call, cold traffic, and there's no relationship between the person sending the traffic to the sales page, I don't believe you're going to convert as well. And I think that was, for me, I think that was proven through Cam Fats and Tiffany Ray Lambert's efforts. Uh, I mean, because they really converted somewhere between 13 and 18% consistently. And that's one of the wake up calls is, being at the mercy of the type of traffic being sent to your sales page. Uh, Another thing that I found out uh, was you don't always fit everyone's list. You know, that was one of the things that I saw or was told when I was approaching uh, big time affiliates. Uh, oh, uh, your product doesn't wouldn't interest my list. Uh, but so without going into any great detail, you're gonna, especially when you're a newbie uh, marketer launching a product, it's going to be hard uh, anyway because you're unproven. You don't have as many relationships as proven marketers who have launched prior have. Uh, and one of the common excuses you'll hear is, "Oh, well, it doesn't fit my list. That's not going to interest my list." Uh, you know, Even though you may have gotten that big time uh, affiliate marketer's name right off of a leaderboard for an info product uh, that they were promoting. So that's a little disheartening. You know, is it an excuse that they use? Is it the truth? You know, or what? What? So the launch game can be competitive. It can be disheartening, uh, slightly, slightly. You know, but knowing these things now, then now I'm prepared. I know what to expect. Uh, Now I can repeat everything that I did before, but I can do it faster. I can do it better, and I expect better results, and I'll feel more confident. So overall, it was an outstanding learning experience. I enjoyed it a lot, had fun with it, uh, and just so everyone knows, I expect to be launching my next product come June the 29th, which is a Friday, and it'll be called the Lute Method, Lute method, and it's basically it'll be a combination of it'll be a PDF, and it'll be talking about my uh, it's a case study combined with methods on uh, I guess how I created content curation phenom and stuff like that to uh, help with being able to create the product that you're getting ready to launch. It's not a complete product creation course, but it's how I created content curation phenom. Uh, and then eventually, either the launch after that or the launch after that, I'll do a full blown product creation course. So the next one will be called the Loot Method by haroldbirch.com. And again, it'll be a PDF. There will probably be, some upsells, so on and so forth. So again, I just want to give Cam Fats a shout out, a proper shout out, max respect, as he would say, for all his efforts and his help, that he's given to me. Uh, and just so Cam's aware, I haven't told him, but my goal is to launch a product with him, to be a JV partnership between me and him. He may not ever do it, and he may not want to do it, and he doesn't expect this, but that's my goal because, to my knowledge, he's never JV'd with anybody. He's never partnered with anybody other than as an affiliate. I want the full 50-50 with Cam Fats. I want that honor. I want to be the first one. And I want to see how that dynamic works out. I want to see how competitive he is to work with someone else one on one. Now, he might flat out tell me no and to, you know, go to hell, but that's my goal. So, uh, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it gave you a little insight into myself. I want to let if you're a customer content curation phenom, I want to let you know that I appreciate you. I appreciate your business. I hope this little video lets you get to know me just a little bit more. what I'm about, what my goals are as far as keeping the customers happy. If you're an affiliate, I hope this helps you warm up to me and know that, again, your customer is my customer, and the end goal is to keep them satisfied. Uh, if you're a member of any of the groups, Content Curation Phenom page, I hope you enjoyed it as well. And I hope I've brought massive value to everybody. Uh, so without any more rambling on, I'm going to go ahead and sign off this YouTube live and see how it turned out. Y'all have a great day. Thanks.